Hello everybody and welcome back to BANKRUPT Farms. So, you join me in September. So we've just bought the goats. So we'll go check on them. So here we are at the goat pasture. And here are our beautiful goats. So we've got a couple of bales left on top of the goats. So that'll keep them full. That's why we're reading 20,000 litres still after even overnight. The health is at 100%, so that's amazing. So some happy little goaties. So today, what I'm planning, I think we need to get the grass field we got the bales off cultivated. And we also need to get the other field, which is field number 36, sprayed, ready for its next crop. By the looks of it as well, we've got field 2 that needs weeding. So we'll get on with that as well. I don't actually think we've got any herbicide. And looking at funds, it might not be something we can do today. I know we've got fertiliser because this map we've started here with fertiliser tanks and it's got fertiliser in it. So let's get a worker set up in field 3 and we'll go spraying 36. So let me jump in this David Brown. I'll take this back to the farm and I think we'll put the cultivator on this for the worker. And then we'll either take the Renault or the 996 to go spraying with. So now the crop, so now we've got to be real careful because the crop has come up. I think this month you're all right before your crop destroy, but next month I know definitely we'll be destroying the crop, so we'll have to be mindful of that. So we'll just run this down to the yard now. Well, I say the cultivator. To me it looks more like an arrow, but it's in the cultivator section and it is an old cultivator. By the looks of the tractor as well, we're soon going to need to get a vintage pressure washer because she is looking a bit grubby. Hasn't taken long, but she is looking grubby. So, do any of you know of any mods for a vintage pressure washer or even a hose pipe? I mean, a hose pipe probably would do the same job, really. We'll get this tether dropped off here for the time being. And we will find wherever we have put the cultivator. I believe, yeah, it's behind the Renault, so we're going to have to pull the Renault out. No bother, let's get the Renault pulled out. At least we should be able to back it in a bit nicer afterwards. Let's get this one hooked up to the old cultivator. So yes, to me that looks more like an arrow, but well, chain arrow, but never mind. It seems to do cultivating jobs, so it's always a bonus. We'll run this guy back to the field. So back down here. So once we harvest this first year of crop out of this field, I'm going to put a driveway into that back field because once we make it a field, we'll obviously want to be driving sprayers and all sorts down there, and we don't particularly want to be driving over this crop to get to that crop because otherwise we will ruin this front crop. So I will be putting a drive down here. I don't know if to go down the middle and split the field and make that field into 2 different crops. All depends really, because it would be nice to break it up because with these small machines obviously takes a long time to do, so it would actually be nice to have 4 smaller fields opposed to 2 large fields. And I'm pretty sure that's how they would have done it back in the day. So as you can see, quite a lot of lines to do with this little cultivator, so I'll get him working and we'll keep checking in on progress throughout the episode. So we will back this back in the yard, back in the shed. Get it out of the way. I think I'm going to actually... no, I won't take the 996. I don't think it'll actually lift the sprayer. I think it is a bit too small, but we can try it. But I think things might get a bit tippy. I don't know why that's being slow to reverse. It's like it's stuck in gear. There we go. Yeah, I think it was just stuck in gear. Stuck in gear 1. Not a good gear to be stuck in. Right. I'm pretty sure this won't be able to lift it, but I wouldn't mind using it because it's a nicer spray tractor, I reckon. I don't think she's got any weight on the front. Get this put in the back of the shed because we won't need it for... Well, we might need it later. It depends how we get on. That dropped off. I mean, we could buy a front loader for the 996 and then put something really heavy on the pallet tines. It's always an option. Ooh, right, she is. Let's go fill it up and see. But she's light on the front end, but she seems to be coping. So let's get her filled up. See, the tanks, we've got 39,000 litres in there, so I'm not going to argue with it. It's saving us money at the moment. Have I just caught the... Oh, typical. Just caught the edge of the old gate. That's our repair bills going through the roof. Right, let's head down to field 26 and get it sprayed. I really do like this old 996. It's a lovely, lovely tractor. It's possibly a bit small, but do you know what? I don't think I'll sell it because I do love the old thing. So let's get her unfolded. And then we can start spraying this field. And if I remember rightly, this thing is very, very slow to unfold. Yeah. It seems like it's stuck, but it's not. It really does just take its long. Right forward so we don't get it stuck in that fence. Get this lined up. Just that last bit of boom out. Right, so I'm going to get on. I'm going to get this field sprayed. Hopefully we can do it without going back to the yard and filling up, because it does take an eternity to fold it, but we will see. I'll see you in a minute. Yep, that is all sprayed. So we'll get this back to the yard, and then we might sleep again, because the worker's going to be doing that cultivating for some time. And ideally, I wouldn't mind planting that one with something like sugar beets. So let's have a look how much a planter it will set us back, because as we said, we're not buying, we're not going to lease or rent anything on this series. This is going to be cold hard cash, buy only. So we've got this beautiful little 2-row planter here. Requires 20 horsepower, takes 100 litres. So we know we need 2,750 quid for that. So that does corn, sorghum, sunflowers, soybeans, sugar beet, cotton and soybeans. So that's good. So definitely worth that. Getting that. So that's, we're not far off that, to be honest, but we still need to work, sell some more bales and keep some bales back for the old goats. And let's have a look what harvesters we've got. I'm sure here it is. So we've got this as a sugar beet harvester. Goes on the back of a tractor. Requires 25 horsepower. It could take some time though, because it is only a 1 metre. But so yeah, we have got options of sugar beet. We'll need 14,500. So if our goats get producing well, which is going to take a few months, but it's all doable. Because each pallet, did we say last night, was £9,000? So that's not too bad. And this contraption here, £26,000. It's an old school. I think it was either Czechoslovakia or Russian made, but it does sugar beet, red beet, carrots, potatoes, parsnips, peas, soybeans. So this, and it does onions. So it could be interesting, you know, to do onions. But that would be £30,000 plus. Oh, that's too modern for this series. 2015. So I think we'll be doing sugar beet. So we'll aim to get 3 grand. So if we head this back to the yard, we'll go to sleep. Probably do 2 months. That should take us into the last month of grass cutting, but it'll also mean it gives the grass a bit of time to get a bit bigger, and we should get a fairly decent crop off that field then. Worst comes to worst, we could go cut the grass around the goats to feed them and just sell all the bales out of that field. Not sure yet, but let's go home, have a few winks of sleep, leave the worker working, and we'll see where we're at. I'll see you in a minute. Uh-oh, after one, well, was it one? Yeah, 1 night of sleeping, we're now minus £463. The worker's gone home on retirement. He says he's not working in these conditions. Oh dear. So what's this field look like? Is it worth cutting? Yeah, I think it is. You know, we need the cash. We're desperate for cash. So what we'll just do is just have a cup of coffee until 10 o'clock, so it's a bit lighter. There we go, cup of coffee. And we're going to set to and cut that field. So just going to have a quick look at the menu, make sure we ain't got any factories running, because yeah, see, they are all activated for some reason. That is where our money's going, and there's nothing in them. I was just sat there thinking to myself, why are we losing so much money overnight when we're not doing anything? Ah, never mind. Well, at least we found it. And we can now go and make some more money. By the looks of that, I think we missed the bale last time. Because I'm pretty sure we just hit something. So yeah, we did miss a bale. So we'll just put that over here, up the wall, so we don't lose it again. Oh, no, can't put it there. I'll put it on the road. If I forget about it, remind me. Because every penny counts. And to be honest, that one could go to the goat pasture. How did the goats do overnight? We've still got 20,000 litres. We've got 2 bales left, but still no milk. Come on, goats, we need your milk. Right, I'll get back to cutting the grass and hopefully I don't hit another bale. Literally 2 seconds on, and we've hit another bale. God, I didn't pick these up very well. Where's it gone? Sure, we've just hit another bale. Now, if this wasn't game, we would have ruined that mower by now with how many bales we've hit. Oh, is it there? Yeah, hiding in the grass there. I could not see it. It must have pushed it into the grass bit, and we lost it. So I'll stack this one with that one, and we'll carry on. I'll let you know if I hit another one. And with that, I've just found another one right by the gate entrance. We did a appalling job of picking these up. Never mind, at least we can sell them this time. There we are. Bar the few missed bits, we have successfully cut the field again. Possibly for the last time this year. So let's get these last few bits I missed. And then we can get tedding. I'd like to put the tedding onto a worker, but because we have milch, we cannot put it onto a worker, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind, we will crack on with it. I think we'll carry on using the old 996. Got the door open because it's a bit warm today, because that is my air conditioning. Unlike the modern tractors that have proper aircon, in these old school tractors we leave the door open. It's going to get full of dust. But yeah, let's get this dropped off in the yard. And then we can jump on the tether and get that field head up, rode up, get some money, get some bits sold, and then we can make some money. And then hopefully we can hire a worker to finish cultivating, or we might jump on cultivating. I'm not sure yet. Depends what other jobs need to be done on the farm. So let's not smash the door off on that concrete bollard, because that will be expensive. Let's head back on. We could really do with a bigger one of this, because it will take a few minutes, but at least we don't have to be so precision with it. We can just run up and down, up and down, up and down. Tried to do that last field in the pattern to work in on myself, but it was starting to be very, very short going across the top and the bottom, so I just started going up and down again. So try and time manage as best as possible, because I know that if you were cutting that field you would have just gone around and around and around and around until you met yourself in the middle. Right, I will get Ted in and I will see you shortly. So guys, I've just seen we're at 100 subscribers. I just want to thank each and every one of you who has subscribed. I know we're a few episodes ahead recording wise, so you probably won't see this for a few days, but I want to thank every one of you for subscribing, and hopefully I can keep bringing good content for you. And if there's anything you guys want to see, or any maps you think we should try in the next series once we finish these ones, please let us know and we'll try and sort something out. Thank you guys. There we have it, sports fans. We are all sorted on the tethering. So let's go and find where I put the windrow. Your guess is as good as mine. Sometimes I put stuff down everywhere and then I always forget where I put it. That'd be terrible. Need to spend some time and keep the farmyard looking nice and presentable, really. So where did we put the windrow? I think it's around the back. So I'm going to dump this in front of the sprayer, which is I already know is a silly idea, so try to get it down the side of it. Put it over it, because we're going to need the sprayer next month to spray the grass field again. So I think we put the windrow back here, I'd like to say. Or did we leave it in the field? No, it's where we parked the telehandler, but obviously we've left the telehandler with the goats, and we're going to need that to pick all the round bales up shortly. So if you remember rightly, we've got 200 odd bales off the little baler we did with first grass cut on. So I'm hoping we don't have that many this time. I'm going to guess we're going to get 4 bales. That's all them times working. I'm going to guess we're going to get 4 bales. So take your guesses and we'll see who's closer. And there we have it, guys. All windrowed into some lovely, lovely stacks. I did try to put 3 into one, but I don't know how the baler's going to handle that. So that's why I stopped doing it, because I thought if it's going to leave swarfs, I've got to go back on it again. It's kind of a pointless exercise. So we'll see what the baler's like. Oh, it should be still on the Renault, so I think we're going to have to flick into the Renault. So I don't think this old girl's got enough juice in her. She's only a baby at the end of the day, but absolutely beautiful for doing these little jobs with. And steering in it. Turns on a dime. So we just need to shut the door. We don't want to get any rain inside the tractor while we're not using it. Park that up, turn the engine off. We need to get some money so we can get him back cultivating that, but that's going to be quite a nice field time we're done. Telehandler's still outside with their goats there. I don't think they're going to produce milk for a few months, so at the moment they're just an expensive paperweight. But yeah, let's jump in reattach the baler, and let's go and start baling. This round baler is so much better. Obviously it does take a bit of juice to get it running. You can see that from the diesel consumption. I thought that went a bit tree there. But yeah, it does take diesel usage. But I don't think these old tractors have overly big diesel tanks, so might be respected. I see the 996 was just in. It's got about half a tank of diesel now, and we haven't really used it that much, so I don't know. Right, I'll get to baling. I'm going to guess we're going to get I'm going to say 4. Looking at the grass on the floor, I'm going to definitely stick with my guns and say 4. So I will see you when we get it done. Right, so as I suspected, we only got 3 bales off the field, but we are 35%. I'm just going to pick these bits up on this. There's quite a big bit over here by this bale. Could do with a nudger bar really on the front of this tractor, but we'll just give it a gentle tap. It's only an old tractor, so we're not worried about scratching the paint too much. You can see this one's quite mucky as well, so yeah, definitely going to have to get an old pressure washer, I believe. So yeah, we've got 3, 39% in the baler for next time. I say we'll get these 3 sold, and I think we found 4 square bales now, because I did notice one at the back of the field again. So we'll get these and that one 4 sold. That should get some pennies in the bank. And then from there, we can always cut behind the goats if they're going to need more food. But usually goats don't need that much food. So where is my deli handler? Still at the goats. So we'll give this a quick spin. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of grass down here really, so we could cut this field. The meadow doesn't seem to be working on the goats at the moment, but it might just be the time of year, so because obviously they'll feed themselves with the meadow. But yeah, let's got this bit squirrely down there. It's a bit quick coming down the hill. Get on the brakes a little bit because we don't want to roll the old telehandler. Because we definitely can't afford to replace it at the moment. Right, I'm going to head to the field and we'll try and get some bales loaded. This one here is the surprise bale I found. Again in the headlands, so that's another one. And then I think we chucked 2 over the wall, which we did. So we quite literally have found 4 extra bales, which will all come in handy to make us a few squid. Oh, don't get caught on the wall. It's a good job these bales are nice and light. So right, let's head to the sale point and let's get sold up and hopefully get some pennies back in the bank. See you there. Right guys, here we are at the sell point. What are we guessing? I reckon 5 grand again. What you saying? Let's have a look. Oop, push the right button. Ooh, £5,131 and 260 quid environmental, which to be fair we're not doing very well on the environmental because this being old school we don't really have the tools for precision farming. So I think we're going to leave it there today guys. Thank you for watching the video. As always, if you like it, give us a thumbs up. Any suggestions, please leave them below. And once again, thank you all for getting us to 100 subscribers. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.